Sup guys, so yesterday, 2 days ago, whenever it was, a Bungie executive announced that they were laying off at least 37% of the company. Now, I say at least because there are more, smaller groups of people that I didn't really feel like accounting in percentage. However, it is more than 37% of the company. Now, 30% of the company is 400 people, so it's 400 plus people that just got their jobs yoinked away from them, right out under their feet. As far as I can tell, with no notice. You know, as is usual, you have to put in 2-week notice if you're leaving, but they can just drop your feet out from under you if they want to fire you, which I think is crazy, but sure. Now, I don't work, but 37% of the company just gone after doing something very major is kind of, it's not really a great idea. Then again, I'm not big Bungie, so I'm not the guy to ask about that. However, I do think that they 100% need someone who keeps track of all their money, so that way, you know, they can figure it out, because having, I don't know his name, but there was a guy, 2 years ago or something, that spent $1.5 million on vintage cars, allegedly, I think. I don't know if they got confirmed, with the company's money. He just went out and bought vintage cars. You shouldn't be allowed to do that, in my opinion. It's shady. But, yeah. If I want to work in the games industry when I can get a job. That's been my dream job other than YouTube. However, YouTube takes a while, and game development also takes time. And so also, both are very difficult. In working in an environment that's already difficult and stressful, on top of having people that can just fire you out of the blue, because, in case you didn't know, people also figured out that they were fired from the article that the executive wrote. They didn't even know. They could have walked back onto the office after the article was posted, and everybody just looked at them like, hey, goofball, you're fired. Get out. Like, guys, that's ridiculous. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. You can't just fire somebody and not tell them. That's crazy. The industry is actually wild right now. However, I think if we can reform that small itty-bitty bit, then we'll be okay. However, this relies on Ubisoft and everybody else. I really don't like Ubisoft. It relies on everybody cooperating and figuring out how to fix the industry. Now, a lot of people don't like EA. I'm one of them. I don't like EA. I've never really liked them. However, when they were first starting, I think in the 80s, somewhere around there, they had a motto that simply just read, treat games like art and developers like artists. That's a perfect quote for game development. It's true, too. Game development is difficult, and so is just doing everything else in life. It's just rough. You don't need to constantly be worried about getting every single thing about your job just yoinked away from you. It's not a great environment. Shouldn't be how things are. Here we are. Yay! Also, check out that cool thing I did in DRG. Haha, bye! Subscribe, please!